So, what do you want to talk about? I'm currently dealing with a virus and tonsillitis right now, so forgive me for my voice in this. It's been a while since I've done a Facebook/YouTube vid, but I have to come out with something. So, I've been in a relationship for a week or two. Known the person about a month. And I have not been in this situation before where I've been powerless to help someone, but also powerless to do anything, because not just the fact that I'm sick as a dog, but I feel like when you meet someone, you have to accept them for the way they are. And I always have accept people for the way they are. The joke's always been, oh, but you only date single mothers and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, they're just the ones that come to me. Right? They're the only ones that seem to be interested in me. Alright? I don't do drugs. I don't smoke marijuana. And I don't like the way this camera is, but anyway, just bear with it. This is killing my throat, by the way, by doing this, but let me just pause this for a second. And I didn't even pause. Fucking hell. Oh well. You get a cough in there. So, let me just pause. So, I always say, you can't help someone that can't be helped. Right? People have got to understand that they've got to help themselves. I had some problems back in my times where I should have listened to my partners. I should have listened to what people were saying around me. Like, there are people out there that actually do give a shit about you. I'm going to try and move this camera. Oh, that's better. Even if I was at 100%, which I'm clearly not, there's nothing I can do to help someone. There's nothing I can do to make things better. And it sucks. So, the person I'm dating, I'm going to say it straight out, has surprisingly shown me respect, love, and affection. And I do like the fact that, I'm getting treated better than what I used to be. That's for sure. Relationship obviously isn't perfect, but that's not her fault. That's not my fault. She will tell you that I've done nothing wrong by her. She'll tell you that I'm a great bloke. But she's got a lot of stuff she's got to deal with that I can't help her with. But physically, back in the days, I could, if I could say, I could help you with this, I could help you with that, but I can't do anything. I'm legit powerless to help, and I feel like, it's not a good thing when you can't help someone that obviously cares about me. Like, that sucks. Now, what my partner doesn't know, and what others don't know behind the scenes, I've been dealing with my personal dark demons, and I've been struggling with mental health, and to a point where, even though the doctors say, medication can't help my tonsillitis, my virus and shit, I'm still taking tablets to a point where I'm, taking, lollies. Because I'm sick of being sick. I'm really sick of being sick. And I get to a point where I'm like, I've had enough. I'm just done with life in general. See, I've lost friends because I just don't want to deal with fucking people right now. If I'm being honest, there are some people that are on my Facebook. I made a post saying, is there something I can improve on or something? And when I got the response that I got, it was like clickbait. To see who would, write something nasty about me. So when someone did write something nasty about me, I was like, well, that ain't a friend. And then when the person agreed with them, I was like, oh, you feel that way about me too? Well, you can get fucked as well. And there are people that were on my Facebook that would have made my relationship a living hell. So I was like, yeah, they can get fucked too. Because I'm not dealing with shit anymore. I'm over people's drama. I'm sick of screaming. I'm sick of just everything. I'm 40 years old. I don't need to deal with this shit. It's making me sick. I don't want to be tied up in someone's drama or bullshit. When it's not my problem, why should I deal with it? Why should I feel like the bad guy in every relationship or friendship? Now, on the contrary, I want to say this straight out. The person I'm dating's done nothing wrong by me. Alright? Just want to clear that up. This person's been affectionate, kind, caring, really introduced me into her family, and I respect that. Alright? Even though we're complete opposites, and she'll tell you opposites attract. You know, she has done a lot to show that she gives a shit about me. To a point where she does more than what my actual friends do. But then there's actual friends that do more than what she does, and they're just mates. So it gets confusing to a point where, like, you know, suddenly when you get into a relationship, everyone wants to talk to you. Everyone wants to pretend they like you. But then when you're single, no one talks to you. No one thinks. Very interesting fact, isn't it? The moment I pop into a relationship, suddenly everyone's like, "Oh, we're happy for you." Are you really? Then I have people that I haven't talked to in like months to years start talking to me, and it's like, really? Look, I'm going to be straight out honest. Don't care who the fuck watches this. I am a good motherfucker at the end of the day, but I will not put up with shit. And if I say anything derogatory towards a woman or fucking whatever, don't take offense to it. I'm not saying it about you. I'm saying it to a woman that probably, you know, fucked me over or fucking, you know, cheats or abuses the system. Because someone made a comment saying, some of the stuff you say about women is disgusting. Well, excuse my French, but I don't want some fucking woman, you know, feeding a 15-year-old kid drugs right in front of me. Encouraging a 15-year-old daughter to have sex. Encouraging her to not have anal. Or some of these other druggies that just don't want to do anything with their lives. So how am I the bad guy for that? It's the truth of what those women are. Men are pigs too. Don't get me wrong, men are fucking cheaters, lying sons of bitches too, but what I say about a woman, or a man for that matter, is because that's the way they are. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And if you want to get all sensitive in 2025 about that shit, well, fuck off. You know, maybe you realise that some of the stuff I'm saying relates to you. Maybe that if I knew you'd better, you'd probably say, oh, Andre would say the same about me. I probably would. We got to obey by the law. We've got to obey by law at the end of the day. And if you have kids, you got to do the right thing by your kids. Don't do drugs in front of them. You know, like, there's so many people that... Just hold the floor, I'm going to cough. I just had a 5-minute coughing attack, man. I just don't like the fact that I've seen so much. This year alone, I've seen so much shit that's illegal. And I don't see how people are parents. So I've never had kids. There are a lot of people with kids. The first thing I would do is never do drugs in front of the kids. Methamphetamines, all this other stuff, because I don't want my kids seeing that. Now, if I was to do dope, I'd do it outside. Or at least somewhere in the house that the kids don't go to. Because I've been in a situation where, you know, someone I dated months ago, right, she was literally smoking it in a, like, this was mid-July, maybe, literally smoking her marijuana in front of her 2 sick kids. And I'm like, hang on, that's not right. Your kids are sick. And you're doing it in their room. Around the house. That's not right. And that relationship I ended. I've ended relationships due to the fact that I care more about the kids than I do with the person I'm dating. Like, I don't want to be around that environment because by the way, for people who don't realise, if I inhale a cigarette or marijuana or anything else, it does affect me. It makes me more sick, actually. I just don't tell people that. Because, you know, I want people to love me for me and like me for me. And I accept them for them, but I'm not. It's something that actually can make me throw up. I have head spins, so that's why I try not to date people that do that, yeah? Now, I would say marijuana, yes, is healthier than cigarettes. Proven fact. But at the end of the day, you know, I date people that do that. That's on me. You know, it's not on them. I'm not going to change someone. Someone, I said this once before, and I've talked about this in previous YouTube vids. How much do you love the person you're with? What are you willing to do for them? If you really, really deep down love the person, and you don't want to see them suffering, what do you do? Just a question to throw that out. How do you know when you're really in a real relationship and you really love the person? You make sacrifices. Sorry, my throat. And by the way, doctor said, oh, you can't do anything about a virus or tonsillitis because, you know, nothing will help it. So, and don't say orange or lemon or anything like that. Honey, I've done all that shit. It's not helping my throat. But the one thing I have always done in a relationship is made sure the other person's felt safe, loved, and wanted. Now, I know there's probably people on my Facebook and YouTube that wishes they could have me in the relationship. I know that. Because, why wouldn't they? I mean, I have everything to offer in a relationship. Loyalty, faithful, kindness, romantic. But I won't stand for bullshit. I'll tell it straight like it is. If I think you're beautiful, I'll tell you. If I don't think you're beautiful, I won't even touch you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought I'd make this video while I still can, while I've got a voice. It's killing me to make it, but I just thought I'd come out and say, look, I'm very sick at the moment. It's not just because of the virus and the tonsillitis, but fucking there's other shit going on that I won't discuss on here. But I'm struggling. And yeah, I'm struggling to a point where I can't even stand anymore. I can't go on my drives at nights. I'm literally in this room mostly 24/7. I'm in this room because I'm just too weak. But then when I find out my partner's in trouble, what do? I go rescue her. Because that's what partners do. If you love someone and care about someone, you go and try help. So I'm trying to do the best I can. But it's killing me. It's killing me. Because if something happens tonight, I can't go rescue her. Otherwise, I'd end up dead myself. That's the severity of it. Anyways, check the Four Corners screen. I don't know what I'm going to post at the Four Corners, but yeah, hope you'll have a lovely day. And yeah, just look after yourselves and get your flu shots, get your COVID jabs, get everything, because don't end up with what I've got, because it's fucking terrible.